Okay, folks, and we are back. I've tried recording 2 matches so far, and then have dropped cards out of my hands twice. One just hard played a Gabubond, and then another one dropped a Gabumon when I went to play a mat, and it was, full game. And so, yeah, we are trying again, and hopefully we won't make another mistake. We were going to play Sora and Joe, but now we'll play Gabumon. Now we'll play Matt even. I may be a little bit tired. This may be why I keep making mistakes. But yeah, we are currently playing Primitive Kage's Gabumon build. It's really fun. You should totally check him out. Check out his channel. He does a lot of Digimon content. And yeah, he seems to be a premier Gabumon player. And as someone who used to play Gabumon back in the day, I'm a big fan. So the opponent gets to choke to 1. But they lose an analog youth, so that feels really good. Pseudo Ace is great for this matchup versus Pseudo Ace is great for a matchup against something that only plays small bodies. And then we will just... And Sora and Joe is also great for the matchup. I don't know how often you start opponent's turn with a Raven. Yeah, we're kind of set up. We can do Gabumon shenanigans after this. As we see a Louis. Don't think it's worth Louising just yet. What I'm trying to figure out is if it's worth. I think it's worth just playing a Gabumon really in the grand scheme of things. I think Louis is more of a we have a Gabumon waiting in the back and we need to go right now sort of play. But yeah, here comes the big boss, the Ravemon. There's a lot of Gabumons in this deck. Yeah, you get around the not playing anything without sources because it comes out on your turn. I have to discard a card. Okay, we'll get rid of this one then. And you get around the Pseudo Ace as well because you don't. I have to trash another card in my hand. That will trash the Pseudo Ace. Nice. I'm trying to figure out if it's worth me raising or not. It kind of is, because, yeah, I get a memory and a draw. I see a Davis, that feels really good. Would a swing with this Gabumon? We won't activate Sora and Joe. Nope. Feels good. Can I do anything that costs 2 is my question. I mean, I can... Kaku, because they're not really going to leave anything on my field. But it's kind of there as a deterrent for them leaving something on my field. But I could just get another check-in. Screw it. We'll get another check-in. We'll take that risk. And then we'll play a Davis for 4. And we'll see another Kaku. Now we have lots of cards that we can get rid of. on our turn. Maybe I should have Ice Walled as a defensive play, but I feel like I should make that my defensive play next turn, if I need it. But right now we're being set to 3. I don't know if we're gonna be 1 memory off here, but we can try. We're going to be set to 3. We're going to play Louis for 3, and then we're going to gain 2. So yeah, we are going to be 1 memory off right now, probably. Play a bit of hand control. Oh, and they got rid of the hybrid. Okay. That's an interesting choice. Oh, and Ravemon's a great deck against Gabumon. You can just get rid of all the Gabumons. Well, now they have to restart. Do they have the ability to unsuspend? Oh, we have Hammer Spark. Oh, so we have game. We have Hammer Spark. We have game. That feels good. The good thing about Gabumon games is they can be quite short. So we Gabumon. We Louis for 3. I mean, we haven't got game. We could still die to... Draw 1. Louis for memory +1. Hammer Spark. Go to 3. And then I don't understand why they got rid of all the things to get rid of. They didn't get rid of the Gabubond. But maybe this is a learning curve moment for them. Maybe they didn't play in the BT16 era. Didn't know what Gabubond could do. But we'll swing and we'll spend them. As long as we don't hit any security bombs, we are good. Which one's the You May? I have completely forgotten. So we have to do this one. This one's the mandatory one. Oh, they're both non-mandatory. Okay. One more. And then game. Yeah, got really lucky having a security bomb out of security to deal with that piece. But I don't know if there's anything that they would have done that turn that would have helped that. Like the looking in my hand, getting rid of the Gabubond would have helped them out. But then I would have had 2 hybrids in hand and the ability to gain memory. So it would have been very interesting. I mean, we have a Gabubond, we have a hybrid, we have a Davis. We're going second. I think this is a keep hand. This is the thing you really have to learn when you're playing a deck, is learning kind of, oh, this is a keep hand. As we are playing Pulsemon again. I love that people are trying to get Pulsemon ready, presumably for Takekuzuchi. But yeah, I don't know, is this the same Pulsemon player that I played the other day and they're really just trying to play the same build over and over again, trying to figure out their ratios for it? But they should, hopefully, they'll have a look at my name, check out my thing, see my Pulsemon build, which I really like. The problem is it's just the Yellow Vax engine, and I feel the Yellow Vax engine at some point is going to be banned. We'll take the Gabumon, because it works well in synergy with the Lanamon. yeah, they can put us on 1. But instead they play a Pokemon for 3. But I suppose they get to draw a card and then reveal. Ooh, they're playing a Leomon package. Nice. Lovely. Right, so the Gabumon comes out. Can Digivolve into the Lana. The Lana can tuck the Gabu underneath. So now we have jamming. I don't know what our play is after this, but we'll figure it out. So yeah, we're going to get to draw, which is nice. Again. And we see a mat. That's going to be our next play then. Now we got our jamming check. Ooh, they get another one of their tamers. Feels good for them. I kind of do want to choke them. I do want to choke them. But we do currently have Gabubond in hand. And we're going to go to 3. Yeah, so I'll choke them in this situation. Normally I probably wouldn't bother that much. But this way we can choke. Which just slows down the amount of plays they can do because they don't currently have any particularly aggressive plays on board. There we go. I suppose if they activate the Pulsemon, they can trash to gain memory, and then both the teamers then see the Pulsemon being played. Well, see the board state when the Pulsemon is played, so you get the memory and the draw. It's a nice little combo. This is going to stop me from unsuspending. Oh, gain the memory. Nice. I think we've got quite a simple play here, in that we duo into Gabumon and then choke whilst having a Death X on board. We can't go for game next turn, but we can get really close to it. But this just resets their board state. And then they go to 3. So I had extra 2 memory if I wanted it. But I don't think I needed it. We're about to reset that. Okay, 2 memory. Nice. I'm about to get that combo off. We're about to see what the big combo of this Pulsemon deck is. as they make it easier for me to kill them. So now oh, heavy Leo. Okay. And then you get your Fortitude of the heavy Leo. Okay. That's a nice combo if I had anything else on board. Yeah, we'll just move this and get around. Game 1, draw 1. Game blocker. I suppose we haven't really got game on board because don't know if we have enough memory. As I was about to try and digivolve into Gabubond again, I realised just as I was about to put it down that you don't digivolve into Gabubond, you activate the mat. But I almost did it again. But yeah, that game we were going to swing twice, and if we had a Hammer Spark we would have hybrided, and if we didn't then we were just going to bounce it back with the full meter impact. But yeah, please go check out Primitive Kage, check out all of the Gabubond content that he's made. He put a lot of time and effort into finding the exact ratios for this deck, and we should always support players who do that, and content creators who do that, because they're the ones who do the hard work for the rest of us to be able to play deck lists that we find fun. Yeah, and I think Gabubond, like, this deck is really strong, and is quite cheap in the grand scheme of things. I don't think there's all that much in this that is expensive, other than Death X. And so I feel like anyone could learn how to play using Gabubond. But it's a deck style that isn't used all that often, so you're not learning a lot of keywords and things like that. But yeah, I just feel that the deck can be quite strong. Yeah, we'll put our opponent to 3, but we have an armor out, we have more Gabumonds ready to go. As we are playing some form of green variant. Oh, so this could be Tyrants, or it could just be full bunnies. We still don't know. I mean, I don't think anyone plays Mimi in the Tyrant build. As we see our Gabumon, we'll swing our armor. Oh, and we see a Davis. Great. I feel the Sora and Joe would be a good matchup here as well. But just the ability to match their memory setter, have my own memory setter. As we see nothing we can pick up, which feels bad. It'll be you first. It'll be you. So all those cards are basically at the bottom of the deck. But we have an armor out, so if they purge us, that feels good. We can't unfortunately activate the Korikaku effect. But we could Digivolve for 1 on top of our armor. I don't really see the point in that. Okay, if they Digivolve and hand you in the back, we get set to 3. Okay. So we'll play this Gabumon. Actually, I suppose we should have swung with this first in case we saw the better Gabumon. We see the Gabumon Bond of Friendship. So we're now set up. As we lose lots of good options as well. Yeah, we will use Animal Purge. I can't figure out if it's worth Digivolve on top of things. Yeah, we definitely want to mat out. And then I guess we just want the Howling members, so we're lots of memory next turn, so we can do hybrid for game shenanigans. Yeah, I guess so. Because we could have Lana'd and we could have done swinging, but we're going to go to 4 after Leomon. After Leopardmon sees the field. Is there someone else playing another variation of Leopard? Maybe. Go ahead, bounce that Gabubond to my hand. Yeah, Leopard X. Okay, so it is someone else who's kind of got on the Leopardmon train after that guy's video. Also Pun. That was his name. And you're going to Bancho. Isn't this when an opponent's Digimon becomes suspended? Minus 4k and security attack +1. Oof. Okay. So I guess we just... Can we do anything? We next turn. Okay. Because I'm gonna do this for 8, and then I'm gonna gain 1 memory. Okay, so we'll just meet it impact. Send this back to the hand, and then gain memory. Set them to their 3, and then probably next turn we're gonna Zudo Ace and send that Bancho back where it came from. The problem is sending the Bancho back where it came from. I suppose it just means they've got to keep using their resources. Because I want to raise the Gabumon out, but it's just going to get bounced back to my hand. Who cares? We might see another mat, exactly. Yeah, so now we can mat here. And then it feels bad, but we can Zudo Ace here. Trash level 5. And then bounce this Bancho back to hand. At least it means our opponent has to have another level 5 from the Leopard. And they have to have another Leopardmon and Leopard X to get the 7 cost play. So again, you're asking your opponent to have seen a lot of cards early, which they have seen. So yeah, that feels bad. So now we can't memory gain. But we kind of don't need to. So yeah, they kind of have to have another level 5 to get the true Leopardmon X effect to then get back into Bancho. So that was my kind of thought process was, okay, have the cards. Like, let's try out, because the Bancho meant that we wouldn't be able to kind of do our pop-off OTKs. Okay, so then they're going to bounce the Zudo back, but it's just whether they have another level 5 they can go into. And they do, they have an Arco they can go into. Okay. Sometimes it's just not your game. Sometimes it's not your game at all. And they're just going to be able to outswarm us here. The thing is, if they're not going to another Bancho, then we can at least do some shenanigans. It's got 3 now because it's 4/5. Okay. So they're going to double leopard us. But that's kind of fine, because it means as long as they don't go into another... they see the rapid. That feels bad. Yeah, they're kind of good. They saw another rapid, so there was no real way for me to get out of this one. Because they're showing 6 checks next turn. You can do this to at least get a blocker. Because I think they're not going to have any hybrid-y stuff next turn. They're not going to have any blocker shenanigans next turn. But they're going to go to 3 and then be able to gain. It's just whether I burn a mat or not is my question. And I feel like I do. Because I only need 1 mat. We might as well just use up resources in our hand. So we can at least freeze you like so. And then it's whether I want a Louis or not, because Louis gives me, again, the extra 1 memory, but it doesn't matter in the grand scheme of things. Because everything's just going to get bounced. So it feels like Louis is the best kind of tempo play. Because I just don't also, if I bounce anything back to hand, yeah. So it's just going to have to be a Louis. If I had another blue tamer, I would have played it. If I play a Digimon, it's just going to get bounced. So that's also why I kind of don't want to Digivolve into a Zudo or hard play one, because it's just going to get bounced. We're just going to give them memory, and if the Korikaku will get bounced here, then it means I can have Korikaku back in my hand, so at least have another hybrid in hand. So we have the ability to hybrid for game if we need to. They've got 5 checks right now with 5 security. But now they have the ability to alliance with the bunny package. We just got really unlucky that they had the pieces in their hand in the grand scheme of things. I don't think there was much we could have done. This hand also just so many Gabubonds. Yeah, here comes the swarm. Oh, and they gained Rush as well from the Pangea Inheritable. This deck is just so wide. And seeing another rapid, 3 rapids, wild. this game, I mean, if we get some removal, I think there's another meteor impact, so, or full moon impact. But this game, I think, is incredibly over. Especially when you can play another Alliance body after this. Okay, that's the only thing that can save us. Oh, we're not activating security effects. Why did we turn off security effects? Who turned off security effects? What? Oh, can't get memory because of the Terriermon. Oh, and then you quartz. Because you've just got so many bodies. And I've got so many bodies. Wow. And then, should we trash 3? And 3. There we go. Leopardmon supremacy, everybody. Leopardmon supremacy. Well done to my opponent. But that ends the end of our 3 games with Gabubond. Nice short one. I mean, I had 2 games that were wasted, which is sad. But thank you very much for watching, folks, and have a lovely rest of your day.